Hello again, Tom here with another short video on some of the functionalities we need to understand for our courses. And this one's on how to access a webinar. Now, if you're, this is going to show you how to access a recording of a webinar, but the processes are pretty much the same for joining a live webinar. Once you can do this, you'll find the functionalities are pretty much the same. So here's a link, I've got a link from an email I sent to myself, in fact, to a recording of a webinar. If I click on that, it automatically opens up the learning page here. And notice, though, I'm working on Google Chrome here, but notice at the bottom of the browser it's telling me that it's got a new file here, and do you want to keep it? And I need to click on keep, and you'll see that it's actually downloading this recording with a .jnlp file name at the back of it, and that indicates it's a Java file. Now the browser's just opened up another window there just to confuse us, but if I click on open then on the drop down menu, it starts to fire up the Java application. Now this takes a little bit of time, and actually can take a fair bit of time if you're new to this and you don't already, and if you don't already have Java on your machine, it will want to install Java for you. So I'm going to click here to run Blackboard Collaborate, the web conferencing application, which uses a Java to run it, which is a bit of software that it needs. And you'll notice nothing much happens for a while. So I'm sitting here twiddling my thumbs, thinking nothing's happening, and then eventually a window comes up. Depending on your connection, that time lag could be even longer than we just experienced there. So it takes a bit of time for the whole thing to arrive, and then eventually you can see it's still loading in there. And now the webinar window has come up. I'll just put this into a size that I can fit in the system here, and I'll just fit this in my window so that you can see it more clearly. Okay, and once that webinar has come up on the screen, you'll be able to follow along with what's going on in the webinar. So this is the recording, as I say, but it's the same kind of interface you'll be using for a live webinar. And you'll get these windows here.
Good evening, Justin and Wendy. Can you hear me? Maybe you might try giving me a smiley face if you can hear me there.
So that was me talking to the participants, and
great.
And that's
looks like you guys. I've actually given you microphone privileges. Now, if you haven't already done so, you might want to just set up your audio wizard, which is right at the very top of your screen there.
And that's that's me giving instructions on how to set up the audio wizard.
Yeah,
so
that's starting, and so is Wendy. Great.
That's pretty much it for what we need to do.